starters, these look like ski poles. I actually got them to go snowshoeing, and they are the tallest ones I have, so they work perfectly for the porch mode on my tarp. So that's why I lug those around. That's, you know, something you can find and make out of wood or whatever, but for the most part, I find it's just easier to bring these, rather than looking for that piece of wood that's going to work perfectly for a couple of seconds or something. All right. Bottom. Let's make a reveal. And here, black and blue, my wide Chameleon, with extra things like winter top cover. I got some mantis already spliced on. Here is one suspension system, or do I have two in here? Here's one in here. This one has Dutch clips. Oh, and this is a titanium Dutch buckle, cinch buckle, and I added my whoopee hooks with some am steel, and I tied a knot, and let's see how that works. The second pouch here. Black tarp. Goes black and blue. Stakes. Show you those too. And up here, I think I do have, this is the only Eno product I have. This is the undersling. I forget what it's actually called. It's a micro hammock. It was 20 bucks. I couldn't pass it up. It was 20 bucks with its own line. It hangs underneath your hammock for storage space, or wherever you can hang it, I suppose. I did bring another suspension. This is a real whoopee hook, whoopee sling to straps, and that was this one has my mantis adapters and my whoopee hook adapters that I made for the cinch buckle. And this is what I carry, not both at the same time. I just wanted to check them out. This is how I hang my tarps. I hang tree straps, tree huggers, daisy chains. I don't go around the tree with line. I hang straps for my tree like I do my hammock. So that's the outside. What have we got on the inside? Hammock hat, brush to keep cool, GoPro crap, some cooking stuff, which is basically coffee, sugar, hot chocolate, fire. Oh, and then there's a stove for the jet boil in there. In the big pouch, I got, I believe this is the top quilt, and I put it in a different bag, which is basically the same size, my bottom quilt. And yes, they're hammock gear, and they're awesome. Oh, and my Dutchware pillow skulls. I was going to bring a skull tarp and a skull hammock, but I figured I'd let you guys just see, like, you know, standard stuff. I don't want to explode your brains too much with more prints. You guys could check those out. There's lots of different prints. Moss, evergreen, bacon, all kinds of crazy prints that really look cool. But, alright, I'm going to see if I can get some coffee going here. Decided to go with hot chocolate instead. Water is still boiling. Hot chocolate for now, and I'll make a coffee for the way out. So here's some standard stuff here. This is a adjustable clip on one end, big fat beaner in the middle, and a whoopee hook on the other end, right? Kind of standard. So I was going to try that, or maybe try my daisy chain here to whoopee hook adapter, or I really want to try this one. It's all twisted. This is titanium cinch buckle, and instead of having a really long continuous loop, continual loop. I put a knot on some am steel and I added a whoopee hook. Good to go. So I might try that. I might try those. See how it goes. But I think it's almost time for some hot top chocolate. Well, that's heating up nicely. Meanwhile, I hunged my tarpid. Well, I put my tarp in the air. And I do use the one line continuous ridge line trick. And this is how I hang them in the tree. I don't tie ropes around the trees. I use their own tree hangers. Look how tight that is. Oh, that's awesome. The other tree is a little bit bigger, so I had to add these two together, which I'll show you in a second. Tightens here, raise and lower it back and forth from this spot. This acts as this carabiner acts as a pulley. I haven't even unwrapped it yet. There's tons of extra line in the tarp bag itself. Oops, tie that off a little bit. Over the tree, over here you can see it's, oh, there's the sun. As you can see, it missed it by that much. I don't know what they are, 5-footers. So I'll unfurl that in a bit. Maybe I'll hang the suspension for the hammock, and then I could probably make some coffee. Oh, it's boiling now. See ya, bye. All right. Doesn't take long at all with Dutchware gear. I mean, I'm not sure how this looks, by the way. I'm shooting this blind. I'm not looking through the viewfinder. I'm going batteries to record and stopping. And I'm going to edit them together, but, you know, this is like, it is what it is. It's a real wide lens. You should be able to see this okay. Anywho. Brilliant blue straps right beneath the spider webbing with a tarp. Look at how tight that is. Wait till I unfurl that, you're gonna love it. Brilliant blue down to titanium cinch buckle, right? With my am steel piece with a whoopee hook. Super simple. There's a mantis on here. I'm gonna try that later with my adapter. I'll show you a close up of that. Here it is. Black and blue. Dutch Chameleon. I have to put the tie outs on it. That's another cool thing. I haven't gotten to the stakes bag yet, but I'm going to stake some pull outs here, tie outs. Gotta make sure the height's right. It looks good, but it's probably going to be a lot lower. Here's the winted top cover with, oh, look at that. Look at all that storage. That is awesome. These also tie out if I wanted to. They're like pretty flat. I could do this. Pretty cool, right? Or the ones underneath it. Pull the hammock apart. Tie outs. Top cover. Same thing in this end. Continuous loop that goes to my non-continual loop with a whoopee hook. I'm going to make sure, I haven't even sat in it yet. I'm going to make sure it holds. It'll be fine. Then maybe I'll unfurl that and put some tie outs on it. That's the next step. Hi, Dutchware gear. Really ashamed I forgot my tie outs for the Chameleon and for the sidecar. I do the same thing basically as I tie them to stakes. So here's the standard stakes for the tarp, Dutchware. It's hook on stuff. So again, married to a tensioner with a hookworm at the end, captive. You leave one behind, you leave them all behind. Gotta bring them. Stay together this way. And they're messy, they go in their own little bag. It's awesome stuff. So I'm gonna open up the tarp because I forgot my tie outs for the hammock, because I have those basically big long bungees with hooks on the end, and I put them in stakes in the middle. So I could put down one stake and two tie outs, and I forgot that, and I really wanted to try that, so I'm bummed. But this is awesome. Wait till I put on the bottom quilt. You're gonna love that thing. Ooh, I guess tie outs would help with that too. Dutch clip, and these are just aluminum carabiners, and this would be the hammock, and this nice tight thing over here is my tarp. This holds the tarp all together, this one little thing, and I can safety it with this if I wanted to, but basically it's one line back and forth here a couple times in a pulley system to give me leverage, tighten it up and lift it. Basically goes to the tree, to that tree, back to the tarp there, and then I pull it up here. Now I'm going to unfurl it. Oh, but here, look at this. I unzipped. Here's the inside. Should have got on the other side, but then we'd be shooting into the sun. Here's a big old wide Chameleon. And that's the zipper for the other side. Yeah, it's shiny on the inside. This big wide thing, it's awesome! Woo! Alright. Back to the tarp. Now here's the other end, just to show you. This is the continual loop with the whoopee hook on a piece of am steel that I knotted and put onto this cinch buckle, titanium cinch buckle. So these stay together. And I'm going to try it out. I haven't put my weight on it yet, but that's the knot. Should be fine. I'll fine tune it, but you know what? I want to put on the bottom quilt before I take the tarp out so you guys can see the bottom quilt and how awesome that is. I run into a little bit of a conflict because I put bungees over the top, but I'll show you. So I'm going to pull that back inside when I put the bottom quilt on. You're going to love this. Letting it fluff up. 0 degree incubator, and it is awesome. So basically I'll unhook that in, walk it around to the head over there. I got it with as much overstuffing as they do. It's as long as it's the long version, it's the wide version, it's the overstuffed version with the heavier down. I went full tilt bozo on this one, and it's rated 0 degrees. So this will make you sweat, hopefully, at least a couple of months out of the year. Like, you can't even use it. But it should be super toasty the whole other time. Look at this collar. Look at this baffle here at the end. Oh, it's so thick. It's so thick. So I'm going to let that fluff up. And I'm going to sit in this hammock real quick, sit in this black and blue Chameleon, make sure it's hung right, and then I'll pull out the tarp. So I brought these hiking poles, which I really use for snowshoe because they're really tall. They're like telescopes once, and that's the height, so they're really good for snow and really tall people. Excuse me. Otherwise they're kind of heavy and a little ridiculous. So I bring those for porch mode, and as it turns out, I was able to put the tarp high enough because I'm not expecting a storm in this demonstration. So basically I brought them for nothing, because basically you take the tarp tie outs and put them as far away as you can. Let me see if I can give you a quick. I have mine, see, that's, and I have even more there length. But that's, you probably would never put them that far out. The ones in the back are all the way out. This one's out pretty far too. But the further you put them out and the higher you go on the tree, you probably won't ever find a porch pole big enough. You just have to get taller and bigger and longer and bionic, faster. But I'm going to put out the bottom quilt anyway, and I'll probably take off the top cover because it's without the tie outs for the hammock. It kind of gets in the way, and it's a nice little breeze. So I'm going to remove that, but let me put on the bottom quilt first. I'll show you how fast that goes. Head end. Goes here, put it on here. I have this all measured out already for a Chameleon. me hanging, so I'm going to just throw it right in. Now you diddlers like to diddle. Careful. Lots of options here. I have it down to having them right where I want it for a hammock this size. And then I take this little clip. Done. Pretty much. I do have two cheats that I always like to use. I'll show you. Over the top, where there are hooks here, it always keeps it pulled up. Without having to pull the ends too tight. And I'm going to throw it on now. One over here. And this eliminates the need to get finicky with the ends. Get those set, and then you can adjust how much sag you want it to have. And it's also good to reach out and pull this up too. It does, this one thing will make a little bit of a conflict with the sidebar. But if I have a pillow or nothing in it, it's fine. Otherwise I can do that. I don't mind that happens. I hope you can see all this stuff. Sidecar, big old pocket. Oh, here's the top cover. I want to unzip it from the other side in a minute. But see how this goes right over the top of this, right where the edge of your hammock is. So that's not bad. And this thing is just intense. So that's it. What I'm going to do now is take off this top cover, let the breeze in. You can see the inside, the brilliant blue, which matches the straps nicely, and the black. And actually, I think this is charcoal. I don't think it's quite black, the color I picked from Hammock Gear, as opposed to this, which is definitely black. It's a little bit lighter. All right, I like it. You can store lots of stuff up in here. Keep your phone up in here. Take this. All secure up in there. Sidecar. Look at this thing. This is overstuffed, extra long, extra wide, stuffed with the heavy, and as much stuffing as they would let me put in it. They put it in. 0 degrees. Fits perfectly. In the sidecar, same charcoal color on the outside, and that same sort of titanium finish on the inside. This is sick. This is so sick. Sewn foot box, right? Look at that. It's so fluffy. Whee! Okay, sorry. I get so emotional. Here like this. Got the pillow up over there. Drop my boots off here. Oh, I'd be out like a light. I want to say thank you, trees. I got my drawers, my britches. I brought a hammock safe knife. No sharp edges. Little leather, nylon, not going to hurt anything. No sharp edges on my pants. Oh, look at that. And I took off the top cover so now I can sort of lean back on the other one like a backrest. Oh, really put this, oh, this is dangerous. Take off my boots, turn sideways, and I'll be out. This is awesome. Forgot about my Eno product. Now everybody sort of has one of these. I got this one because it was unbelievably convenient and it was 20 bucks. It's a great place to put your top quilt during the day. or anything else really. Water bottles, snacks. You could go, you know, you don't have to go soft stuff. You don't have to go clothing. You can just go supplies in here. And it's pretty big. I believe it'll hold 50 pounds. Not that I want to put 50 pounds of stuff in there. Hopefully not ever need to. But yeah, it's a little bottom hammock. I don't know. So all my hammocks have continual loops. And most of the Chameleons have a mantis that's spliced. So this little adapter goes from a mantis to a hook, which is pretty much everything. Well, maybe not everything, but so this seems to be working fine. And what's cool about this is now if you have bottom quilt issues, or if you want to hang a side hammock thing like this, or if you have horrific bottom quilt issues, now you have alternate places to hang from. Oh, it needs to go further that way. Okay, it's just another option to hang stuff from that's safe, strong. I wouldn't hang tarp to it, but certainly another pick point for something. Here's the other end. It's not bad looking. I mean, other than this mess, this piece looks nice. All right, hanging the little bottom hammock from this giant stainless steel heavy beaner. This was designed to keep the knot intact. Doesn't really need to be there. It looks a little more streamlined and ridiculous, so I left it. They're not really supporting weight. How could they? But this is working fine. I finally found something I hate about hammocking. Hammocking. I bought this. It was fairly expensive. Worth every penny and more. It's tremendous. I love it. This is the burrow. 0 degree burrow. Overstuffed. Awesome. But I hate stuffing sacks. I feel so uncoordinated and weak. It is a fairly large thing to be stuffing in a decent sized sack. But holy crap. I feel like it took me 10 minutes. It didn't take me that long. But man, I do not like stuffing sacks. Go at least investigate a hammock. You will not regret it.